Phoenix. They were going to move the whole team to Phoenix because Leonard Toast had a gambling problem. He also was an alcoholic. And the NFL said, Leonard, you've got to sell this team. Think about it. The Philadelphia Eagles were almost out of Philadelphia. This man only was 40 to 50 million in the city. And this was a guy who, he was the first Jewish guy to graduate from Notre Dame. Now, this guy was a tough kid when he was a kid. He was owned the trucking industry. He knew the street as well as anybody, and he got fleeced. In my lifetime as a casino gambler or a casino degenerate, I've seen every walk of life go into the casinos and pick up the habit and wipe that casino apple. I've seen nuns, priests, rabbis. I've seen mafia, bookmakers, accountants. I've seen people who wouldn't pay for air so cheap go in a casino and walk around. They end up like the Rovar Sharif in there. Because that whole environment locks you in, makes you think different. It's a whole different mindset. And when this casino opens up here, and again, what I like to say, because when I'm talking to an audience, I want you to understand, I'm not talking to you people. Okay? Because most people that I talk to can't even find something like this. When I'm talking to you about something, I want you to talk to mama and papa and your spouse and your children and your grandchildren and your future generations, your employees and your employer, because obviously most people don't think it can happen. But when they hear, when you look and you see people you know they're going to be going to this casino, and all of a sudden it seems like they're doing a little bit more than what they should, because my mom and papa have nothing else to do. Okay, they're going to go to the casino. It's lively. There's oxygen going through the place. The lights, they feel wide, they feel good, and they're putting their money into this machine. I mean, think about it. Who's been in a casino? Do you ever stop and look at these people? And I hate to push them to blame the seniors, but right now, 65 to 70% of all our gamblers in the state of Pennsylvania are seniors from the great generation. Now, you know for a fact, when they were in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, they never gambled. They never went to Vegas or took junkets to Puerto Rico back in the 60s or the islands. They only started gambling when gambling states made it legal. The bordering states, when it became available, they started going. And a lot of those trips are 2, 3, 4 hours round trips. Now, those trips that they took 3, 4 times a month, they're going 3, 4 times a week. I go in the casinos, I see them, I ask them, I say, I ask them what I just said. Have you ever gambled when you were younger? Absolutely not. Well, why didn't you gamble when you know? Why wouldn't you? Because they know back then it was a scam. It was the people who made gambling, who made casino gambling, and then come on, we know. Again, Bugsy Siegel, Meyer Linsky, mobsters, shysters, gangsters. It's a vice. They wouldn't do it. But when it became legal in our bordering states, and when the government said, hey, it's legal, it's available, it's no different than going to a ballpark or theater. Who wouldn't go? I mean, these are people they voted for, they trusted. They're telling you it's a good product, you're going to go. Governor Rendell swears by this product. One of the architects, the main architect of our bill is the Senator Fuma, you know, where he's going to be making license plates pretty soon, this guy. These are the people that brought gaming. But every one of our legislators that brought it to us, 99% don't use the product. They don't want their children, they don't want their family members to use it. Why? Now, if any of you don't gamble here, I'm sure it's for the same reason, because you know it's a waste. It's a waste of money, it's a waste of time. Today, we have 8 casinos up and running in our state, and not one of our casinos are operating with any consumer protection. Our casinos right now are like amusement parks without safety belts and cages. And when people go into them, and of course the government's going to tell you, don't worry, and so is everyone else that's pro-gaming, we're going to take care of it. We're going to have a 1-800 sign to get help. We're going to have a hotline 24/7 for counseling if you got a problem. We're going to have brochures and pamphlets. And we're going to have an exclusion list that you can put yourself on. They love talking about that exclusion list. They say that, I take a hammer on it. Stop, please. An exclusion list? To put yourself on? Give me one product, one industry that you know of, that you can go and write out that you don't want to use it or participate in it in the state of Pennsylvania or in any state in this country. There is none. There's not one provision, not one exclusion list that you can do that. So that in itself should bring up a red flag for because the regular Joe say, wait a minute, how safe would this product be to have such a provision? In our House and in our Senate today, there are two bills. We have Senate Bill 734 and we have House Bill 553. This legislation, this is the third time it's been on. I'm really getting tired of even talking about it because I've been doing this since before our gaming bill passed, when I testified or I talked, actually testified at the joint hearings they had about gaming before the bill was passed. And at that day I brought up 7 safeguards that they should use, and I figured maybe they'd use it. Gregory Fike was there, who's now the chairman of our gaming board. He was then the Secretary of Revenue. I was hoping he would have said, hey, this is a good idea, we should put this in our bill, but they didn't. This legislation is going to make every gaming operator in Pennsylvania who's issuing their patrons these total reward cards. Bruce, did you show them the card, Bruce? Did Bruce go here? Your total reward cards, do you have that? Okay. All right, these total reward cards, I have them in my pocket, but it looks like a credit card. It's got the table on the back. You put it into the slot machine. Okay, if you've ever been in a casino, I'm sure you saw lines waiting to go in to sign up for these things. Right? You take the card, you stick it in the machine. It's a tracking system. It tracks how long you played, your average bet, your wins and your losses. This card here, I call it the syringe of the gaming industry. Okay, this is how they deliver their drug. Right? Because believe me, more people in the state of Pennsylvania, because in Philadelphia, remember, we're different than up here in Pittsburgh. Our city, I admit, isn't as pretty as yours. You won that. Your penguins are great, okay? But when it comes to casino gambling, we're veterans. We've had it for over 32 years with Atlantic City. We've heard more war stories than you can ever imagine, but one day you're going to be there. We know what it is in most cases, but it still don't matter. People still get sucked in. That card today has caused more people grief because I believe more people picked up their addiction chasing the constant from the actual gambling. Because in Philadelphia and the surrounding areas of Bucks County, or even when you hear now it's all over, so I hear this in other states, well, I lost $1,000, but I got a hotel room, I got food, I got show tickets. By getting those things from the comps, it makes one justify their losses. It's not so bad if you blew a G, but you figure if I would have went to a 5-star restaurant, stayed in a 5-star hotel, or went to bought those show tickets, I would have blown another $500, $600, $700 anyway. Am I right? This is what people think, and that's what the casino wants you to think, because you're going to keep going back, and that 1,000 will turn into 2 to 3 to 4, and then you'll end up possibly like what I once was. The cards are a tracking system, they're in place. This legislation will make every operator mail the patron a monthly statement. Just like you get with your credit card or a mortgage, you put any type of tracking in your life. You get a statement. Why do you get a statement? Why doesn't the credit card company just send you a bill? They don't make money. Would you like that? You know, and then people may say to me, well, Bill, if you're talking about sending these statements, I mean, that's a little vague. I mean, I go to the liquor store. Should I get a statement when I buy liquor? And I said, well, if you use your credit card, obviously it will be on your statement. But not only that, at least at the liquor store, they have the decency, like most merchants, to give you a receipt. You don't get no receipts in the casino. Why is that? Why is it that we let the industry be open 24/7? We let them serve free alcoholic beverages. Now, does anybody in here have a liquor license? Anybody on a bar, town, a restaurant with a liquor license? Think of it. How are you going to compete in this city when the casino, when you're trying to sell, they're giving away? Same with the food. If you got a food license, how do you compete? You're going to see buffets in this casino like you never seen before. Nobody can put out the food these guys put out because they got so much revenue. They got all that money to work with. Because remember again, when you walk into the casino, it's pretty much like this church. I don't see no shelves in here. I don't see no inventory. There's no product. What is the casino product? It's air and dreams. That's all it is. And now they've made it to a point, especially these slot machines by being pointless, where you don't even play with money. At least with chips, I had chips. I had a little bit of an idea what they were worth. Now you just got credits. And they have the bids. They still have them there. You can